This is 20-year-old Devin Howard. Devin is sitting in a cold interrogation room alongside his 3 co-accomplices due to their suspected involvement in the brutal shooting and murder of 27-year-old Andrew Jitch. Coincidentally, all 4 claim they had no involvement in the crime whatsoever and do not appear to take the situation seriously at all.
Where did you pick her up at? Okay. Relax, it's okay.
No, I'm fine. I'm just tired.
Okay.
I was involved in the murder of somebody.
Oh, the time is right there.
What the group does not realize at this point is that Andrew's murder was fully recorded on multiple security cameras. The footage shows a man exiting 19-year-old Alicia Valdez's car before shooting Andrew. Even more disturbing, the same vehicle then drives over Andrew's lifeless body before fleeing the scene.
Alexis Ellis, a bystander at the scene, would hear the gunshot go off and rush over to Andrew to perform CPR while her friend Alyssa called 911.
Jeffcom 911, what is the address of the emergency?
I don't know, I'm just at the corner, it's like Sheridan and 20th. Some guy just got shot, and they took off in a silver 2-door Pontiac, and he's on the ground, he's like face down.
Did you see the person that shot him?
Did you see the person with the gun? Alexis, answer my question, did you see the person with the gun? She said it looked like a little Mexican dude.
Okay, and it was just the one male in that vehicle, or did she see anyone else?
He got into the passenger seat of the car. Okay, he's hit in the chest, he got bullets in the chest, we're flipping him over because he's not breathing.
Alexis Ellis, a bystander at the scene, hears the gunshot and rushes over to Andrew to perform CPR while her friend calls 911. Unfortunately, Andrew passes away within minutes. Even more unsettling is that the same car model is later seen at a local gas station that night, where everyone inside is captured on camera buying snacks, joking, and laughing as if nothing had happened just hours earlier. The footage identifies the occupants as 19-year-old Alicia Valdez, 20-year-old Caleb Vigil, and 20-year-old Devin Howard Lopez. While identifying possible suspects based solely on a car model would be premature, it is enough for police to obtain arrest warrants and bring the 3 in for questioning to determine whether they had any involvement in Andrew's death. What makes this case especially interesting is the sheer amount of blatant lies and misinformation that emerged during the interrogations. Rather than confessing, every individual involved fabricates their story in an attempt to minimize their perceived role in the crime. At this point, police have not formally apprehended any suspects. Their only leads are a lifeless body on the pavement and 2 shaken witnesses who made the 911 call. Police begin by questioning Alexis, the witness who contacted authorities. This is an interview, not an interrogation, as Alexis is considered a witness rather than a suspect. However, detectives note something suspicious they want to clarify. 3 years earlier, Alexis had been charged as an accessory to murder after her boyfriend shot and killed one of his friends from a vehicle she was driving. Detective Nathan Geis discovers this information during his preparation and questions whether Alexis may be withholding details about Andrew's murder.
We pulled up, we parked in the back parking lot. My friend got out to go into the dispensary. Sitting on my phone, playing on Facebook, heard the shot, thought it was a firework for a second, so I looked up and saw the victim face down on the floor, and the shooter, there was a silver Pontiac in front of the victim, and the shooter was in front of the car, still kind of standing by the victim's body with the gun pointed at him, and then got back into the Pontiac on the passenger side. They hesitated for a minute on which way they're going to pull off. Looked like they were trying not to hit him. They kind of looked around the parking lot to see if anyone saw it. I was kind of trying to duck as much as possible. I got out of the car. Once I saw that they were gone, ran up to him. I said, "Are you hit?" He said, "Yes, please help me." Called 911, let him know there was an ambulance on the way. Sounded like he was kind of crying. He wasn't saying anything else. After 2 minutes, the crying stopped. So went to check for a pulse. There was no pulse.
Big night.
Big night.
You alright?
Yeah.
So you hear nothing. The first thing that catches your attention is a shot. Okay. Are you familiar with guns?
That's what I'm on probation for.
How so?
I was dating a guy for 3 weeks. He asked for a ride and shot and killed somebody at the King Supers on Sheridan Hampton in 2015.
So you heard a gun go off.
Yeah, he was 5 feet in front of me on that one too.
Got some tremendous luck.
Yeah.
Did you get charged?
Yeah. Accessory to a crime, F4.
How does this make you feel?
I don't know. I mean, it was hard. I was glad I was able to react like that because I didn't react like that with my case. At the same time, I'm my PO and everybody's probably gonna chew my ass for it, but he didn't die alone. He knew somebody was there trying to help.
PO chew your...
Just being around it and being around the situation.
Is it your fault?
No. But there's...
Did you know this was gonna go down?
No.
Throughout the interview, Alexis's posture and body language suggest comfort and openness when discussing the shooting, displaying minimal resistance. Her demeanor changes only when discussing her own past criminal history, indicating discomfort consistent with guilt related to that prior incident, not the current crime. This behavioral contrast suggests her recollection of Andrew's shooting aligns with what she genuinely believes happened. This interview provides a clear example of how discomfort manifests in suspects versus witnesses. Subtle movements and posture shifts reflect emotional states, helping investigators distinguish between truthful recollection and deception. Following this interview, police continue searching for the occupants of the suspected vehicle. Just a few hours later, at approximately 4 a.m., an officer spots a vehicle closely matching the description provided by Alexis driving recklessly and initiates a traffic stop. It quickly becomes clear that this is no ordinary traffic stop.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Hey, Officer Lloyd, Denver Police. You can't turn left there.
Oh, I can't?
No, it says there's a big sign up there that says "Do not turn left." That's just,
yeah.
You don't have a front plate either. Is it up in the window?
Yeah, because
okay.
my thing is broken, so I got to get a new one to actually hold it.
The bracket?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, do you have your license, registration, insurance, ma'am?
There's those.
Okay.
There you go.
Gracias. Alicia Valdez. Alicia, gotta have you step out for a second. Don't grab anything with you, okay? Just step on out for me. Yeah, put your hands behind your back. You got a warrant, okay?
Why?
Why do you have a warrant?
Yeah.
You probably know that better than I do, but we're gonna do some research and tell you exactly what it is. Yeah, they put out a felony warrant out for you.
A felony warrant?
Yeah.
Yep. Do you have anything on you I need to know about?
I don't.
Okay.
All right, if you wanna watch them, I'll pat him down real quick. I'm just gonna set you down on the curb, okay? You just put your wallet on the top, man. I'll give it back to you in a sec here, okay? Go ahead and just put him right behind. You're not in trouble, you're not going to jail, you're not getting arrested right now. All right, just gonna pat you down real quick, man. You can put your phone in your pocket. The same thing as your partner, you're not going to jail, you're not getting handcuffed. I'm just doing this for while you're gonna be sitting behind us, okay? Okay, anything in your hood or in your pockets you know about?
No.
Perfect, okay, you can go have a seat with him, okay? Is this your gold phone? Okay.
During the encounter, officers discover a pistol inside the vehicle, directly contradicting Caleb's earlier claim that there were no weapons present. As a result, Caleb is immediately placed under arrest so officers can safely manage the escalating situation.
Stand up, man. Stand up. Charles, behind your back. You're not gonna tell me there's a gun in the seat next to you? What? You're gonna tell me you're gonna try to leave a gun on the seat when you left? That'd be nice to know, wouldn't it? Oh, and a pocket full of bullets. How about this? I'm about to get out of the car. Officer, I have a gun on me. Right? What's that? One more person? They're all hooked. Did you let them know that this is in the car? SCCY 9mm.
Following the discovery of the firearm, all 4 individuals are arrested. Throughout the entire process, Alicia, the owner of the vehicle, remains strangely optimistic, appearing not yet to grasp that her arrest is directly connected to Andrew's murder.
Just stay right there for a second.
Yes, sir.
Let's have a seat over here in this black chair.
If you could possibly find me a restroom, I really appreciate it.
Now that the suspects have finally been secured, detectives begin the process of interrogating all 4 individuals separately. Each interrogation involves its own preparation and strategy, with the goal of collecting as many differing accounts and details as possible. They start with Alicia Valdez, who is believed to have been the driver of the vehicle. She is placed in an open interrogation room with a large television to her left and a digital clock behind her. This environment is drastically different from the cold, empty room shown earlier. The setup is intentional. The room is designed to feel open and welcoming. The table between Alicia and the detectives acts as a subconscious comfort barrier, something often missing in more aggressive interrogations. The objective here is simple: make Alicia feel comfortable enough to talk. At this stage, Alicia knows very little about the evidence police have. She has no idea that the crime was captured on CCTV or that investigators already know her car was at the scene. The detective's plan is to prevent her from being able to deny being there. The more freely she talks early on, the harder it will be for her to back out later. That's why the questioning starts light, though it will escalate quickly.
Yeah, just have a seat right there. Want some water?
Thank you.
No? Okay. It's over here if you want it.
Okay, thank you.
You all right?
Cold. Yeah. It was nice earlier.
Yeah.
The detectives offer Alicia water to appear friendly and begin forming rapport. People are far more likely to open up to someone they perceive as friendly rather than hostile. This friendly tone, however, will slowly fade as the interrogation progresses.
And where do you live at?
Right now, kind of a bit of everywhere.
Okay. Where do you?
In my car.
In your car? Okay.
Early on, Alicia reveals that she has been living out of her car. This detail becomes important later.
We're in the car with you today. It's your car, right?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you owned that car?
I've had that car for, I believe, about 6 months.
So 6 months about?
Mm-hmm.
You've owned it?
Where did you get it?
I bought it from a public auction down in Colorado Springs.
Okay.
Okay, so you have keys to the car.
Mm-hmm.
Have you given your keys to anybody else?
No, the only ones that were there are the ones that were in the car.
Okay, so when you bought the car, there was one set of keys?
Mm-hmm. And then I had another maid, but they're together. They're on the same.
Okay.
She also confirms that only she has the keys, explaining that there are 2 keys, both kept together. This should be a simple, definitive answer. Since the only keys are in her possession, there should be no uncertainty about who has access to the car. Her hesitation here signals deflection.
So you say you've been kind of homeless here recently?
Mm-hmm.
You're living out of that car?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where else have you been staying?
Sometimes with gentlemen in the green out there.
Caleb?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we'll talk about who else was in the car with you tonight?
My boyfriend and another young woman I don't know.
Who's your boyfriend?
Devon's.
Where'd you meet him?
Mutual friends.
Okay.
Alicia explains she has been staying occasionally with Caleb and confirms that the only people with access to the car are the ones who were inside it that night. As the interview continues, her nervousness becomes more apparent. Her leg bounces constantly, she shifts in her chair, and she avoids eye contact while answering basic questions. Even without the physical evidence already collected, these behaviors alone would raise red flags for investigators. The detectives then begin establishing a timeline.
Who are the other 2 people in the car?
Caleb, I met him through mutual friends too. I haven't really known him that long.
What about the girl? Do you know her name?
I have no idea who she is.
When did you meet her?
Just tonight.
Where did you pick her up at?
I don't know, because I don't know Denver like that.
Where were you at before you left to go pick this girl up?
Caleb's.
Was Devon there with you?
Mm-hmm.
So you were a few hours at Caleb's house, and then Caleb asked you to go pick this girl up, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you picked her up, and you were headed back to Caleb's house when the police stopped you. Like, have I got all that right?
We were headed back, but I stopped at the 7-Eleven down the street. So
Okay.
I could
Which 7-Eleven?
get some drinks. The one off of Colfax and Ogden, I think.
Okay.
Alicia is locked into a specific version of events. Any contradiction later will signal deception. The detectives now allow her to keep talking, knowing the pressure will build naturally. She continues to minimize how often she stays at Caleb's house. giving vague answers that shift under follow-up questioning.
How long have you been staying at Caleb's house?
Not really a lot.
I'm just trying to get a sense of like every other night, every night, 5 nights a week. What? Just give me an idea.
Maybe like 1 to 2 nights.
1 to 2 nights a week. What were you doing today before you went to Caleb's house?
Mainly just hanging out with my boyfriend. He's trying to keep me distracted off today.
Well, because of the that's we all have stuff like that.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so where were you hanging out at?
Really just everywhere driving.
Driving.
But that was about it.
Okay. Relax, it's okay.
No, I'm fine. I'm just tired.
Okay.
It's clear she's aware the detectives are circling something specific, the final stop of the night, and she's doing everything she can to avoid mentioning it.
You stayed anywhere else since you come to Denver other than Caleb's or your car?
I stayed at this one girl's house. I don't remember her name. Like I said, I met her through mutual friends. But those friends that I did meet her through, I'm no longer really in contact with.
Okay, how long ago was that you stayed at her house? A week ago?
A week or something.
Did Devin stay with you at her house too?
Yeah, he's with me all the time.
Then comes a critical moment. Alicia states that Devin has been with her all the time, including staying with her at another woman's house and living with her either in the car or at Caleb's place. The detective immediately recognizes the importance of this statement and presses her to confirm it. She agrees. Devin has been with her the entire time she's been in Denver and has been in the car with her whenever she's been out.
Now, has Devin been with you the entire time? Since you've been here in Denver? And since he stayed with you at her house? And he's been staying with you in your car or at Caleb's this whole time, up until tonight? Okay. So, has Devin been in the car with you every time you've been out in the car?
I believe so, yes.
With this confirmation, detectives now know that wherever the car went, both Alicia and Devin were present. This marks the transition into the second stage of the interrogation. Investigators now have a detailed timeline, know Alicia is uncomfortable, and understand that she is tied directly to the vehicle's movements. Their goal shifts to extracting as much information as possible about the murder and the other suspects. After a short break, detectives return and completely change their approach.
It's pretty apparent to me you're being truthful about things. And it's also apparent that there's some stuff you don't want to talk about. But we've been sitting here talking for a while. I genuinely like you. I think you're a good kid. Well, to me, you're a kid.
Well, I mean, I am a kid.
Yeah, you're younger than my daughter. Okay. You're up here from the Springs. You've had some stuff in your life, but now you're up here in Denver hanging with these guys that you've got, some histories. Some rough history, not your kind of history, right? You're kind of out of your element up here, all right? I don't know that you got yourself into trouble, other than the people you're hanging with, but these other people have gotten you into a lot of trouble.
Who?
Caleb, for one.
He got me in a lot of trouble.
You just told me we spent a long time. You were very clear that no one else has been driving your car for the last week. Okay? That you and Devon, or you and Devon and Caleb have been in your car. There's a few random people you don't know, but even when those random people are in the car, you and Devon are in the car. And that's you staying with that?
Pretty much.
Okay.
They reassure Alicia, tell her they believe she's been truthful, and suggest that she's a good kid who got caught up with the wrong people. This is a common tactic, offering moral justification and an emotional out. The detective takes on a fatherly tone, mentioning his own daughter and emphasizing that Alicia is young and out of her element. The message is clear. This isn't who you are, this is who you were with. Maintaining a calm, supportive demeanor is crucial. If the detective becomes aggressive now, Alicia may shut down entirely. All of this leads to the turning point, when detectives begin to reveal that they know far more than she realizes. The detective references a specific night, the weather, and the timing, anchoring Alicia to a moment she can't easily deny. The pressure is about to peak.
So, remember the day that it was raining? It was snowing, real bad weather? That was Friday. That night, the night before all that snow and rain, do you remember where you were that night?
Say I could not tell you.
Okay. Do you remember being in a dark parking lot that night?
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, look at me. Your car is at the scene of a murder. Someone got out of your car, shot someone, and killed them. Got back into your car and drove away. You just told me that you were driving your car all week. You need to tell me the truth.
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
I don't.
We have it on video. I know that the person who shot this guy is a guy. I know it wasn't you. I know it was your car. You tell me you're the only one driving your car, so you were driving the car.
I mean, yeah, but I don't recall being in wherever you're saying I was.
Picture yourself in this situation. If you'd just been told that police believe you were at the scene of a murder, would your first response really be, I don't recall? Anyone innocent would be shocked by that accusation and would immediately try to clear their name and distance themselves from the crime. Alicia is there, and the detectives are now more certain of that than ever. The detectives are starting to get frustrated.
Honestly, you need to be honest with me here.
I am?
No, you're not. I do know you were driving the car. Now, driving the car could make you an accessory to murder. If you're going to sit here and tell me you don't remember, no one in the world, no one. You put yourself in my position, okay? I know you were driving the car. I know your car was there because I got video of it.
I really don't.
Put yourself in my position. Do you think anybody in the world is going to believe that you don't remember that?
I don't know. I just, like I said, I drive everywhere. And
yeah, you would have remembered this though.
From their perspective, no one in the world would believe that someone could forget witnessing something like this. You would have remembered this. Seeing a man being shot would be burned into your memory, and being reminded of it so directly would be jolting to say the least. This line from the detective is chilling, and you can see it visibly startle Alicia. The investigators themselves don't yet realize just how traumatizing this moment may be for her until moments later.
Tonight, Caleb had a gun on him. Did you know he had a gun on him?
No, because I don't just pat everybody down that comes in my car.
Well, you know he owns a gun, right? You're staying in his place. You drive with him every day.
No, not every day. But...
Well, I mean, so he probably carries a gun with him for protection. In the parts of town.
Well, really, I don't really like seeing guns. I don't really like being around guns.
But
only because of what happened to my dad.
Have you seen him with a gun before?
Not really, no, because I don't pay attention.
What happened to your dad with a gun?
He was murdered.
He was murdered?
Yeah.
Okay. With a gun. So this was probably pretty traumatic for you, seeing someone murdered with a gun.
I did not see anybody do that.
Happened right in front of your car.
Like I said, I don't recall.
Notice how quickly the detective hones in on Alicia's father's murder and how closely it mirrors what happened here. He's looking for any opening to make her feel uncomfortable and guilty. As harsh as it sounds, from an interrogation standpoint, this is about as strong an opening as you can get. The detectives take one final break to consider their next move. When they return, they come armed with what may be the most damning piece of evidence yet.
Want some more water or something? You've been on the other side of this, haven't you? With your dad. You've been on the other side of this whole thing, haven't you?
What does that mean?
I mean, you got a family member murdered. So you've seen the other side of this.
Well, not really. Not really. They let the man that did it go away.
They did? How'd that feel? Did they catch him and not...
You let him go? I mean, the way I see it, it's life. Go ahead and live it.
No, that's not all right. You don't believe that. When you got stopped tonight, there was a gun in your car. Did you see the gun that they took out of your car?
I didn't see it, no.
You didn't see it, but they took the gun out of your car. Okay. That was the gun that was used to murder this man. can prove that too. That's an easy one. The gun that was in your car.
You sure it was?
Oh, I'm sure it was. Yes, I can prove that. That's easy. The bullet that we dug out of this man's chest at the autopsy came from that gun that just came out of your car. That's a fact too. Your car was in the parking lot where he was shot. You tell me, how did the gun that murdered a man get into your car?
I don't know.
From this point forward, the detectives get very little new information out of Alicia. But by now, they already have more than enough. She's been heavily implicated in the crime, and based on her own statements, Devin would have had to be there with her as well. At this point, we step away from the suspect interrogation. Unfortunately, convicting criminals is only half of an officer's job. While this interrogation is unfolding, another team of detectives is tasked with the brutal responsibility of notifying Andrew's family of his death. Andrew's girlfriend, Jessica, is the only one awake. In the middle of the night, she hears a knock at the door.
All right, Jessica. Well, I appreciate you answering my questions. So I have some news for you. It's not. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Andrew's dead.
You're joking?
I'm not joking. Andrew is dead.
What happened?
He was shot, and he died in the parking lot.
Oh my god! Have you guys already informed his mom or anything?
You're the first person I was able to get a hold of, and I know that this is hard to hear.
Oh my god!
What follows is devastating. As far as Jessica knew, Andrew had simply gone out to get barbecue dinner earlier that night. But detectives can't stop there. As painful as this moment is, they must also consider whether Andrew had any connection to the suspects. For all they know, this could have been a drug deal gone wrong or another illegal interaction that escalated. Jessica is brought to the station for a formal interview. During preparations, detectives receive an anonymous tip claiming that Jessica's own brother had previously threatened Andrew. The timing is alarming, and investigators have no choice but to take it seriously.
My brother just saw it on the news. They just put it on the news.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. And then I saw the picture of him on the...
Okay. I bet that was pretty rough. So I received information going back a year, maybe 2 years. Your brother had threatened Andrew.
Yeah,
basically.
He didn't threaten him directly. It was indirectly to me. Meaning I was driving to work one morning and we were having a fight, and that's when he really unnerved me, so I told Andrew, and then Andrew wanted to take it to the police, and the police said your best option would be just to move away from the situation, so we did.
What was said? I mean, it was obviously fairly egregious if...
Basically, it was just probably something to the effect, I'll just take him out too.
What do you think he meant by that?
I mean, well, the first thought to my head is to kill him, taking someone out.
While the comments attributed to Jessica's brother are disturbing, they don't line up with the evidence.
What kind of car does your brother drive?
The Pathfinder.
What color is that?
Green. Well, like a dark forest green.
Does your brother have access to firearms or anything like that?
He's not allowed to.
Why not?
He has charges against him for past stupidity.
Okay.
And I don't know all those crimes because I didn't bother to try to talk to him about them.
His vehicle doesn't match the car seen on CCTV, and he has no legal access to firearms. Detectives later interview him and fully clear his name. Before the interview ends, Jessica asks one final, heartbreaking question.
Can I just ask you one question?
Sure.
Andrew? Can I ask you, where he was shot? Just because his mom told me that when he was shot, the witness who saw it ran to him and stayed with him until he passed.
He was shot in the chest. Okay.
Yeah. You don't deserve that at all.
No, nobody deserves that. from all accounts, from what you've been saying, it seems like he was a very good guy.
Yeah.
This question echoes in their minds throughout the rest of the case. By all accounts, Andrew appears to have been a peaceful, kind man who was brutally murdered without reason. Caleb, Devin, and Alicia had no connection to Andrew whatsoever. This wasn't personal. This was a cold-blooded murder. And now, the case has taken a far more sinister turn. After Alicia's interrogation, detectives prepare to bring in Caleb, the man they now believe actually pulled the trigger. But Caleb isn't planning to make things easy. His interrogation will last just 4 minutes. Opens up an entirely new side to this investigation, filled with dozens of shocking new pieces of evidence, all sparked by just one tiny thing that he said.
All right, Caleb. It's been a long night, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, Caleb, I'm Detective John Meone. I'm a detective here with Denver, and I'm going to talk to you about your traffic stop, your friends, and the gun that you had on you tonight. What's your home address, Caleb?
1548 in Fountain.
If you want to talk to me about what happened, your answer is yes. If you don't want to talk to me, you should say no.
No, I thought it wasn't.
Okay.
The interrogation technically ended there, but unbeknownst to Caleb, he had already given away a crucial piece of evidence. His address. Took police no time at all to obtain a search warrant.
Police, open up the door! Police, open the door! Show me your hands, show me your hands! Step up.
Who else is in here?
Nobody listening, sir. I don't live here. This is not my house. This is a friend's house of mine. I apologize.
If you're in here, make yourself known. Do it now! Police department, come out! Come out with your hands up!
That was one of Caleb's friends, and he became one of the 3 keys inside this apartment that would unlock the case for detectives. The second was a giant stockpile of 9mm bullets that perfectly matched the bullet found lodged inside Andrew's body. And if that wasn't damning enough, there was one more piece of evidence inside the apartment that was the most shocking of all. But police hadn't even realized it yet. Instead, they wanted to have a quick conversation with the man they found inside. It seemed that Caleb was known to this guy as Modelo, and Devin as Silencio. Often, friends of suspects like this tend to keep their mouths shut out of loyalty, but this time that wasn't the case.
Modelo got out of the car, I guess, to go mug this dude with a gun. Dude dropped the wallet on the ground. Modelo unloaded the gun into somebody, I guess. So whoever was in the car, I guess, Silencio just told me that they saw him get back up or whatever, and they ran him over as they drove off. That's all I know.
This was everything detectives could have asked for. But what came next was their most haunting discovery of all. Inside Caleb's house was a receipt from 7-Eleven, dated just minutes after the murder, proving that Caleb, Devin, and Alicia were indeed the ones laughing at the gas station after Andrew was killed. All of these events unfolded within just 24 hours. But police had deliberately left out one crucial suspect, Devin, also known as Silencio, and it was for a very calculated reason. Investigators knew Devin was desperate to keep his girlfriend, Alicia, from being charged. If they could use that pressure, they might be able to get him to admit to the crime. The mounting pressure on Devin became so intense that he began confessing to other crimes, robberies he had committed in the past.
I'll tell you straight up, me and Caleb together have done crimes before. Okay.
What you're about to witness is a 21-year-old man talking himself into over 300 years in prison.
Yeah. Devin?
Devon.
Do you go by Devon?
Yeah.
I'm probably going to screw that up, so if I do, I apologize, alright?
I'm not worried about it.
So, Devon, like I said, my name is Mark Spurgeon. I'm an investigator with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. You know Nate, right? You know we're both cops?
Yep.
Okay. It's been my understanding that when they made contact with you this afternoon, that you were willing to talk to us again. Is that true?
To an extent, yeah.
Okay. To an extent? Okay. I just like to start and make sure you understand your rights, because one of the things I don't want to do in this room is violate your rights. You have these rights and I think they're important to you. So, you know where you're at?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, kinda.
All right. I know this sounds stupid, but I want to make sure that you understand what we're doing. Where you at?
Some police station.
Okay. All right. What state are you in?
Colorado.
Who's the president?
Trump.
The detectives are noticeably more careful at the start of this interrogation than they were with Alicia. They want to be absolutely certain Devin is of sound mind, leaving the defense no opportunity to challenge the validity of his statements in court. They can't afford a single mistake. They know he's likely there for one reason, to confess.
Come into this investigation somewhat late, so I kind of want to start out and ask you, why are we sitting in this room? Why are we here? Fill me in.
I was involved in the murder of somebody.
Okay.
That's all.
That's why? So tell me about it. Because there's the reason that you want to talk about it, right?
I just want to get my girl out of trouble because she had nothing to do with it.
All right. Like I said, I come in late to this. Yeah. Who's your girl?
Alicia Valdez.
Plan works perfectly. Devin is there to tell police everything, hoping he can somehow get Alicia out of trouble. But his discomfort is obvious. As soon as he's asked why he's there, he goes from sitting still to fidgeting in his chair, searching his pockets, and leaning away from the detectives. It doesn't matter that he believes he's doing the right thing. Deep down, he knows he's being checkmated, and that he's about to sentence himself to a lifetime behind bars.
Want to get her out of trouble?
Yeah.
All right.
She had nothing to do with it. She's not a criminal. She ain't even been to jail before, till now.
Okay. Was she there?
Yeah, she didn't know anything was gonna happen though. She didn't have any hand in it at all.
Okay.
I was driving and, you know, you can figure out the rest, I'm sure you already have.
Like I said, I'm coming into this new. I learned about this literally this morning.
Mm-hmm.
They asked me to come in and kind of assist. So that's what I'm doing. Do me a favor, walk me through. Because if you want to get her out of the situation she's in, I understand, I respect that. But I need to know what happened, so walk me through it.
We were driving around, honestly, for nights, having fun.
Drive around having fun?
Yeah. We like to drive. It's fun. We listen to music. Then we had to pull into this parking lot. And then from there, I don't really feel like I need to speak on it.
Why not?
Because you guys already have pretty much everything figured out. You guys know she did not pull the trigger.
Okay.
That's what matters. I'm just here to get her out of trouble. I'm not here to get anyone else in trouble, except for myself, obviously.
Right.
All I can tell you is no one knew that the shooting was gonna happen. It was not planned.
So it wasn't planned?
Hell no, it wasn't planned. Who plans on driving to a parking lot shooting some random white guy?
Were you planning on robbing him?
Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing it.
Was Caleb planning on robbing him?
Like I said, I'm not going to speak on that.
The detectives believe this wasn't a planned murder, but rather a robbery gone wrong. Their theory is that Andrew was meant to be robbed, not killed. But panic set in, shots were fired, and he was run over to ensure he couldn't identify them.
Ended up freaking out, shooting him, and running him over to ensure he couldn't turn them into the cops.
What makes you guys go at this kid?
Who?
The victim, the kid that died.
No, he's not a kid, he's 27. But
right. He is to me.
True. Well, like I said, I don't know. I wasn't planning on anything happening to him. I didn't know what was going to happen to this guy. Okay. And when something went off, I drove off.
Okay. What happened? We need to know what happened.
Well, everyone knows you got shot.
Yeah, I know that. But I'm trying to figure out who shot him, and I need somebody to tell me that.
Well, I'm not going to tell you anything because I'm sure you guys already know. And if you guys can't figure that out, then there's some issues. Because
well, let me ask you this. What I'm trying to...
She didn't shoot. You know, she didn't pull the trigger. I told you I was driving.
Right.
I mean, can put the rest together. It's not up to me.
But I guess I'm trying to understand is why. I'm trying to understand a motive.
I don't know. I told you. None of us do that happen. I'm sitting in the damn car.
Mm-hmm.
So I obviously don't know anything's going to happen.
You drive him there. You put him in that lot.
Unfortunately, that's how it looks. That is how it happened.
Yeah.
It's just nothing. I'm telling you, nothing was planned.
Let me ask you this. Were you just thinking was Caleb, or do you even know it was Caleb trying just to rip off, get some money? And it's bad?
We're not perfect. I've done this before.
As the interview progresses, The detective realizes he's not going to get anything further unless he changes tactics. So he does something extremely calculated. He exploits the one thing Devin cares about, protecting Alicia, and frames his next question in a way that forces Devin to give up vital information.
I'm not going to speak on what, like, anything else besides me and Alicia.
Let me ask you this. Did you guys talk about it?
What do you mean?
Did you guys talk about it? Did you and Caleb say, hey, this is what we're thinking about? Because I'm trying to figure out, is she the one planning this?
Alicia had nothing to do with any of this.
So help me understand that.
I'll tell you straight up, me and Caleb together have done crimes before.
Okay. I'm worried about this one.
This one right here? This is supposed to go like that.
How was it supposed to go?
Like I said, I don't see the need to get in all that. It's not going to benefit me or her. I don't see, or him.
Well, right now we're still trying to figure out her role. And if we can explain her role, and there's only two people that can explain her role, you and Caleb. Caleb ain't talking to us. Without us understanding the specifics of how this went down, and if her involvement or what her involvement was in that, with some explanation that we can go back to a DA and say, hey, this is what's going on. This person was honest. She didn't know it was going to go down. But I've got to know that, but I've got to understand how it got planned then. You understand? I have to have some type of specifics to try to sell that. If you want to try to help her, help her.
From this moment on, every word Devin chooses and every word he avoids carries enormous weight. Put simply, if Devin wants to get Alicia out of trouble and prove she didn't plan the murder, he has to explain exactly what happened and who did what. At this point, he's been completely checkmated. No matter what version of events he gives, detectives already have the evidence to either confirm it or tear it apart. Their entire strategy was to get him talking, and now they finally are.
That's why I'm irritated about this, because I don't know this fool nothing about him.
Did you see the confrontation go down between Caleb and this guy?
It looked like the white dude was attacking the person, honestly, but I saw the end of it right before the dude got shot.
Do you remember when you say the white dude was attacking the other guy, right? Could you describe it to me?
It looked like they were squared up and the white dude was rushing the other guy.
Let me ask you, if I stood up, would you show me?
Hmm?
If I stood up and I'm the white dude, would you show me? Or let me be the shooter, you be the white dude. Would you do that?
Yeah.
So I understand it? Give me the visual.
So if you're the other dude, the white dude.
So I'm the other guy, right?
The white dude's on a bend like this, and he looked like he was squared up, started running toward him.
Okay, what's this guy doing?
Running backwards, and that's when I heard a gunshot.
All right, do you remember, stand up again for me.
Yeah.
So how close are they?
They're about,
come to me,
they're about, probably about this, maybe a little further.
Okay.
And then that's when I heard a gunshot go off, and the white dude rushing him.
So the right dude's closing that gap?
Yeah.
So do they ever get right on top of each other? No. So there's always a distance?
Yeah. It's always about both their arms distance.
So, all right.
About both their arms.
Okay. Did the white dude have anything in his hand?
I couldn't see. I saw the last end of it. I wasn't really looking for details. I was kind of confused on what was going on.
Okay. All right. This guy, not the white dude, the other guy, hands together, hands apart?
He's kind of like, he was standing like this, trying to tell the dude to back up.
Okay.
And that's when the white dude kept rushing. I'm assuming maybe he tried to reach for the gun. I don't know.
Okay.
But that's when the shot goes off.
Was the gun in the right hand then?
I can't remember.
Okay. But he had one hand up and the other hand back.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why the pressure ramps up. The detectives push Devin to physically act out what he claims he saw. Getting a suspect to reenact an incident is one of the strongest indicators that they truly witnessed it. The movements, distances, and positioning can later be compared against CCTV footage and witness statements, and a defense team will struggle to argue that this kind of detail is fabricated. From Devin's description, it becomes clear that there was a confrontation between Caleb and Andrew. The shooter approaches, Andrew appears to recognize what's happening, and he instinctively tries to defend himself. What was likely intended to be a robbery spirals out of control in seconds.
So when these guys are in your windshield, are they across from each other? Like you're looking at the sides of each other?
They're like this. Position kind of like this.
Could you draw for me?
The white dude, I can't draw, but the white dude's standing. They're both standing. White dude's closer to me. They're kind of like this.
All right, so you're the driver, right? White dude's closer to the front of the car?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, so if you're looking, are you looking at his back, you looking at his sides, looking at his front?
Kind of like that, yeah.
Like this? Where's the other guy?
Right where he is.
I'm kidding. Where's you at?
Where's the other guy?
They're like that, literally. And then, but it's a little more this way, and I'm a little more back.
So this way?
Yeah.
What are you seeing of this guy, his front?
I'm not paying attention to him, I'm paying attention to this guy.
Okay. And you think you see him kind of rush?
No, he did rush.
Okay. So he rushes, but not to the point where they're on top of each other.
No, they didn't get it.
They didn't get it.
The other person was backpedaling.
Okay, so this person's moving back, arm up?
They've been backpedaling the whole time. That's when the shot goes off.
Okay.
Tell me where Caleb's arms are at. How's he at?
I'm not even saying it was him.
As Andrew pushes back, fear takes over, and a gunshot follows. The detectives are closing in, but not quite finished. Devin still hasn't explicitly said Caleb was the shooter. Notice how the detectives consistently refer to Caleb as the one who fired the gun. They're testing Devin, trying to get him to agree, correct them, or accidentally confirm it himself. For a long time, Devin manages not to slip, but after hours of relentless questioning, fatigue sets in, and that's when mistakes happen.
What this video goes on. What else you guys talk about? You and her.
Oh, I can't remember all that. Like you said, it's not shit. I just usually work on memorizing.
No, that'd be care about her. That'd be a emotional conversation.
Not really. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't know the dude, so I mean, it's fucked up that this should die. Cause I don't know him. I don't know who he is, what kind of person he is, or any of that. But it didn't really strike me emotionally, cause I don't have that many emotions for it. I used to do much. So like, it doesn't really. I mean, I don't really have many emotions about it, except for I'm pissed that he's in jail for it. I'm pissed that he died, of course, because I don't know the guy. I'm always pissed about that.
Was Caleb pissed?
Was Caleb pissed? Yeah. He just shot somebody.
When Devin starts talking about how angry Caleb was afterward, he doesn't even realize what he's done. The detectives have been treating Caleb as the shooter for so long that Devin has mentally accepted it as an established fact. In that moment, the lie collapses. He confirms it without meaning to. Even though there was already overwhelming evidence, this is the final piece detectives needed. Now they have it directly from the source. The last question they care about is intent. Was this a tragic accident, or was it planned from the beginning?
Remember what he said?
Is he panicked?
All of us kind of panicked because, like I said, I didn't see it coming. I don't like unexpected things like this happening because of this situation exactly. I mean, look at me now. In here for accessory to murder and I didn't see it. I mean, if I do something, it's going to be planned out and it's going to get done correctly, so I'm not in this situation. That's why I was kind of pissed and I was panicked because I didn't see this about to happen.
So let me ask you this. If this is your deal, and this is your plan, we say you're planning the robbery, you've done it. We've already talked about that. I'm not asking when, dates, when. If this is you're doing, it's not going to be random like this. It's going to be planned out.
Well, yeah, and it's not going to be on a person usually.
So what Caleb or this other person we're calling did pretty amateur hour, right?
Huh?
Pretty amateur.
What was this happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't even planned. So I mean, you can't even. I don't even think amateur would be the right word. Just random. It wasn't supposed to happen. 98% of the time, I rob somebody. It's not random people, which is why I'm irritated about this whole situation because I don't know who the hell this guy was, except for what the news said. But the news always makes any white dude who dies look like a peach. So I don't know. But that's why I'm irritated about this because I don't know this fool, nothing about him.
Devin insists it wasn't planned. In his mind, if it had been, they wouldn't have been caught. He argues that real planning doesn't look random, messy, or impulsive. But this explanation only makes things worse. By admitting familiarity with how robberies are usually planned, he further cements his involvement in a broader pattern of violent crime. After the interrogation ends, detectives dig deeper into Devin and Caleb's history. What they uncover is devastating. The two are linked to multiple serious crimes, including a cell phone store robbery the very next day and an incident involving gunfire into a pregnant woman's home. This wasn't an isolated event. It was part of an ongoing pattern of armed robberies using Caleb's gun as intimidation. In court, the consequences are severe. Devin is convicted on 18 counts, including first-degree murder, attempted murder, aggravated robbery, and witness intimidation. He is sentenced to life in prison plus 279 years. Caleb receives a similar sentence, life plus 118 years. A fourth passenger, Eternity Lopez, is later determined to be uninvolved. She was picked up after the murder and charged with nothing, simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. And perhaps the cruelest outcome of all. Despite everything Devin said and did in the interrogation room, none of it helps Alicia. She is also found guilty of Andrew's murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.